Let's continue the conversation about the geopolitical conflict that's happening in Iran. So, within the last couple of days, the market is actually up a little bit, which is a welcome sign to many investors across the world. And let's talk about the rationale of why that's happening. So, we all know that the conflict in Iran, the Strait of Hormuz being completely shut down for the global transport of energy, mainly oil, has caused a shock to the markets. We've seen the price of oil spike to above $100 a barrel. We've seen a lot of market volatility. Stocks have been down and have been experiencing downward pressure for really since the beginning of this conflict. And we haven't seen much reprieve up until the last couple of days between yesterday and now this morning on Wednesday. So the reason why the markets are responding positive the last couple of days is that President Trump has publicly stated that he does anticipate this conflict coming to an end within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And these are his words. So will that actually happen? Time will tell, but it's a welcome sign for investors that the conflict should hopefully be coming to an end relatively soon. Now, President Trump has also said that there are talks of a ceasefire between the United States and Iran. Again, we don't know if this is actually going to come to fruition, but any sort of positive news right now is a very welcome sign to the markets because, as we know, the markets have not responded positively. And the markets will continue to struggle as long as the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Now, about 20% of the world's oil supply flows through the Strait of Hormuz. So right now, ships cannot pass at all. And this has put a big supply constraint on energy. Everyone pretty much knows if you've gone to the gas station within the last week or two, you could get gas for maybe $2.85 a gallon, and now it's up to $4 a gallon. And so we know that the prices of energy have really spiked recently, and that's going to continue to put some pressure on the economy. Now, is this going to push the economy into a recession? I really don't think so. I think this conflict probably will be short lived in the grand scheme of things. Again, we've experienced other conflicts in the past, so it's not the first nor the last time the markets will experience any sort of geopolitical conflict. Typically, geopolitical conflicts do not cause recessions, but again, there's always that chance, right? But I really just don't see it heading in that direction. So that's also some good news for markets and investors as they're seeing their portfolios because a lot of folks are logging in to their 401ks and investment accounts and seeing, wow, my accounts are down. Should I be making any changes? And the short answer is probably not, right? As long as your portfolio is still aligned with the level of risk that you're comfortable with, I personally wouldn't make any changes unless you feel it's absolutely necessary to do so. So we'll continue to talk about this because it's a hot topic, but hopefully we can continue to see some reprieve in the next few weeks.